since this is the last episode of the year, I figured it's a good time to talk about New Year's resolutions and if they work.
Yeah.
So there was this article in the Toronto Star saying how to actually succeed at your New Year's resolutions. Now, I'm not going to read the entire article, but here are the points from it.
Okay.
They basically say make resolutions for you, be specific, have a plan, don't overcommit, make changes, and don't be afraid to fail. So, do you guys think New Year's resolutions are pointless, or do you think that there's a point to making them, or do you think they're just kind of overdone? How do you guys feel?
I don't know. I guess if it motivates you to start doing something, it's not the worst thing. It's also like a great excuse to just stop trying right now. That's true.
Stop trying for these
It's
2
just like
weeks.
right now, I get so confused. After Christmas, up until like January 2nd,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah,
And it's a great time to just be like, oh, worry about it next year.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
holidays.
You just become a glutton, just eat, drink, do whatever.
Even leading up to just like, I don't know, December, you just kind of start going, nah, I'll
Winding
do it
down for
next
the
year, next year. So in that way, I don't, if you're going to make a resolution, make it right now. Just change right now. You know what you're doing that isn't right.
I think there's a large portion of people that like to have a certain, like, you know, the kind of person be like, I'll put my foot down.
Yeah.
And I'm
That
not
day,
doing this.
January
right?
1st?
Like, yeah, like that's my thing, right? And people like, everyone does it where they'll be like, all right, next month
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, or next month I'm going to invest in that or save this
That's
or not
why,
spend
right?
that.
Because you have until next month to keep doing what you're not supposed to be
because
doing.
that usually,
whatever it is.
That usually happens like around the 21st, 22nd. You have these 8 days left. You've completely screwed over your whole month and your whole plan for the month. And you're like, screw these last 8
It's
days.
like when
Next
you're in
month.
school, you got a project that's due like 2 months from now, and you're just doing it the night before.
Yeah.
Procrastinating.
I mean, the most popular resolutions are obviously easy, right? Like they're the weight loss ones, the
And
huh?
Like drinking less, like dry January.
Yeah. And then like I feel like money, you know, like spend less money, save more. Or relationships, you're like, I'm gonna be kinder to people, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I mean, all nice things.
They are,
Yeah.
right? But people forget them by January 15th.
That's the problem. How do you like stop that? I don't know.
Because I feel like realistically, like any of those things, like if you actually want to make a change health wise or whatever, it's a lot longer than 12 months, right?
Yeah, it's a
And, like,
lifestyle thing.
Yeah, and a lot of what these people are saying, what they say, make resolutions for you, be specific, have a plan, don't overcommit, make changes, don't be afraid to fail. None of that is bad advice,
Yeah,
right? I just think that a lot of the times people pick the generic ones, right?
Yeah.
And from what I've learned in life, I never used to be this way, but now I feel like I don't have time to do everything,
yeah,
right? And I used to get frustrated that I don't have time to do everything, right? So you have to pick and choose what you're going to do, right? And if you're going to spend time saving money or growing relationships, right, your health might suffer. If you're going to
Yeah.
spend time on your health, you might not
can't do it all.
make certain, you know, relationships thrive. So like, I feel like you got to pick and choose what you're doing in that phase of your life. Go set those goals, achieve those goals, and keep going,
Yeah,
right? And don't
Yeah, it
just
doesn't
simply.
necessarily have to happen January 1st.
yeah,
It doesn't. But like, I don't think like, I think there's this movement of like people who are like New Year's resolutions are bad and you shouldn't be doing them. I think setting goals and trying to achieve something is never bad,
Right.
yeah.
right?
I mean, if it motivates you to do something and
Yeah.
then hopefully you carry that on, I'm sure New Year's resolutions work for some people. They don't fail for everyone.
Imagine the amount of people who are just basically just assholes, right? And then their resolution is I want to be kind.
Yeah.
You might get a lot of kind people to January 15th, right? Like,
Yeah.
It makes the world a better place for 2
And
weeks,
it's so
right?
cold and snowy. It's a good time to be kind, right?
Right?
I don't know. For me personally, I stopped making them. They don't really work. They just give me. It's been my reason right now to slack off, eat bad, be lazy. I've been
Do you
doing
think
it.
it's like a younger thing to do though? Like the older we get, the more.
Probably because like for me personally, I set long-term goals and short-term goals
Yeah.
all the time, right? Whether they're monthly or yearly. Like I've
We try to set weekly goals. Like
Yeah.
at times,
no sugar.
yeah, if it gets too out of hand, like something like spending or health or you're just splurging, whatever you're doing, then you have to hone it in and be like, all right, tomorrow none of this,
yeah.
right? We're not waiting till
Not
next
8
month.
days
Yeah,
from now.
like this afternoon, none of this,
Yeah.
right? But like the main idea of it is to just, you have to continue setting goals and achieving these goals, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going anywhere. How do you track your progress, right? So, I mean, I don't think New Year's resolutions are bad. If you make them, that's fine. Just try to make ones that are realistic to you and
Yeah.
synonymous to you,
Yeah.
and make a plan
Yeah.
on how you're gonna. If you have a resolution, have a plan on how you're gonna achieve that. Don't just be like, I want to lose 25 pounds. How are you going to lose 25 pounds? Are you going to cut carbs? Are you going to go to the gym every single day?
Yeah, that's
How are
what
you going
it
to do
is.
it from now until January 30th? And then
Have more of an action
February,
plan.
maybe you're busy, so you don't work out, but you're still eating right. And then March, you kick back. Like, know your life, right? And make it according to whatever's going on in your life, right? But yeah.
Yeah.